Okay, without further ado, I'd like to get things started and invite Mr. Fioretti to introduce us to us.
They're tired of being ignored, and we deserve an alderman who listens to our concerns and will be an energetic voice in our city council. We deserve an alderman who shows up at meetings and participates. My opponent has not attended any of the required meetings on the Police and Fire Committee over the last 2 years, and she has been absent from over 80% of the Finance Committee hearings. She has left us without a voice on public safety, tax, and budget issues, and that is simply unacceptable. On February 27th, 80% of the people said loud and clear what we have all been saying for years, that we deserve better. And that's what this election is about. It is about real people with real problems who deserve an alderman to be on their side. While my opponent focuses exclusively on smearing me and those around me, I have different priorities. I have real issues like education, taxes, jobs, crime, and responsible development.
Over the last 14 years, we have worked hard to develop this area into what you see today. A thriving community with beautiful parks, dog parks, coffee shops, sit-down restaurants, and beautiful residences.
I think we all know that this campaign has become very negative in a lot of ways. Given the fact that there has been some less than happy exchanges between the two of you, Alderman, what do you think your opponent has not been honest about? Remember, he's going to have a chance to respond.
It doesn't mean I have so many things that I don't know. First of all, he said that I got a raise. I did not. He said that I passed the 7%, or I'm working on the 7% cap, and I am. He said that I paid somebody $74,000 to come to work with me. I didn't have to. They're constituents of this ward. They care about this ward as much as you do, and I do. So they were happy to come, and I was happy to have them to come with me. And we, together, can make the ward a better place along with you. I've never done anything by myself. And again, you know, I have a lady I know very well, and I said, no, I'm not going to stick you out there and put you up as a prop. She said, oh, please do, Alderman. She's legally blind. She was kicked out of her apartment, and she's crippled. And we found her an apartment. She got that apartment. She's very happy, a senior. So I don't know where he gets these ideas that I don't help seniors and I just leave them out there and I leave people willy-nilly along, because I'm an alderman that have buried babies for people. And you know, I just don't like to tell that. That's people's personal business. And they don't have enough funeral expense. That's what I do with developers' money. So I don't know where he's getting all these things. Being a civil rights lawyer, and me coming from the 60s and knowing what the civil rights is all about, I don't know. Thank you.
You know, since October, my campaign sent out specific mailings on issues: taxes, education, healthcare, crime, and many more. These mailers explain specific positions. I've yet to see a specific mailer sending out on a specific program that this alderman is talking about. Any election against an incumbent is a referendum on the incumbent. And on February 27th, 80% of the people here said no to the incumbent. And we know, and we all know, that she's missed 80% of the meetings. She's missed 100% of the other meetings on fire and police. She's raised taxes by the millions, and she's voted for her own pay raise during that period of time when she voted against raises for firemen and police. My opponent, as you know, has launched what I consider, and I think many people consider, a vicious personal attack and untruths against me. Her lies have been exposed for what they are. And I believe she's just trying to distract from the voters the real issues that are affecting this ward. Real people who have real problems. And I will tell you, we can show you the list of people that we've helped to relocate from apartment to apartment in the last several months. We can show you the list of people that we've had to turn back on their electricity and other problems that they've had throughout this ward. It's not just one, it's handfuls. That's why we are going to win this election, because we are solving real people's problems. Thank you.
Since the beginning of the year, both of you have received thousands of dollars in campaign contributions. While these contributions are a matter for public record, everyone in the audience may not be aware of the sources of both of your campaign war chests. Starting with Mr. Fioretti, can you please explain where you received the bulk of your campaign money and why you were willing to take that money from those individuals and institutions?
We have over 700 contributors to my campaign, and I'm proud of that fact. I am clearly proud of the fact that we have received from over 700 people campaign contributions. I do not take money from developers. I do not take money from the tobacco industry, and I do not take money from the liquor industry. We return contributions to the liquor and to developers. The bulk of the money, to answer the question, is from friends, attorneys, people I've helped in the past. We try to vet each and every contribution we receive, because if they don't meet our guidelines, we return them. I've received a lot from trial lawyers, from civil rights lawyers, from people in the community, and I am proud of the base of people that have contributed to my campaign.
Thank you. Alderman?
Okay, the same with me. I'm very proud of all the development that has gone on in the ward, and that the developers and the lawyers want to give back to you in your community. So the bulk of mine has come from, I'm not ashamed to say it, developers, because it doesn't go in my pocket, and I'm not rich, you know, so therefore I have to raise money to spend for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for 400 or 500 seniors to have a nice sit-down dinner, beautiful dinners, and to have the children to go to different things that they want to go to during the summer. So yes, the lawyers that work for the developers also supply money to my campaign.
You each have up to 3 minutes now to offer some closing remarks. And Alderman Haithcock, it's your turn to go first.
It's been a wonderful ride. We still have a long way to go, because we have 4 more years of work, 4 more years of getting our seniors into new homes, into the state-of-the-art buildings. Our college students, where they don't have to pay a lot of rent. Everybody, our working families, we have to give you jobs. That's why I keep saying to people, if 2016 is going to come and we got the Olympics, start training now. So we want you to go out and train. I've talked to them, so that you'll be able to build the homes that will be built over there, behind Michael Reese. It's part of the 2nd and 4th Ward. And I also want your children to be able to grow up in a city that they can walk with you down the street in the evening and go into shops. So that's why I have started my new entrepreneur advisory, and also my women's advisory. Very strong women, very strong women. They are helping me with a lot of things we're doing. We have to fight. You know, we have to fight AIDS. We have to fight breast cancer. We want to make sure that the people in the 2nd Ward are well and can enjoy all the amenities that they have. I love having my picnics in the summer, because I get to go around to every section of the ward. It's so diverse that I love it. I talk about it all the time to different people. I have the best ward in the city. I don't plan to give it up right now. So you all, thank you for your vote. on April 17th.
Two things before I start my closing statement. One, I think we should be aware that in the next few days, the 2016 Olympics, it will be decided whether Chicago has the bid for the United States. And we still have a long fight to go, and it won't be decided until 2009 on whether or not we receive the Olympics. But I will be fighting to make sure that we have the Olympics here. Secondly, Alderman, I invite you to come with me door to door anytime this week while the days remain to see the problems of the people in this ward. Because there's been a pattern of bad leadership, a pattern of being absent from committee meetings, a pattern of being absent from the community, a pattern of taking dirty money and ignoring the residents of this ward. This ward has real problems, they have real people, and it needs real leadership. And we need someone to be on our side. We must work together to improve our children's education. And we cannot assume, as I've heard in prior statements from you, that it's not my problem. We must reduce property taxes, not raise them. And I've heard from many of the neighbors and our friends and people in this ward who have been forced to leave their homes because of rising property taxes. And we must put people to work that live in this ward. And we must make sure that they deserve the benefits and the pay that their family should have. We must not allow working families to live in poverty anymore. And we must end the pay-to-play politics that dominates this ward. The practice of paying for political favors, of getting jobs done, or getting projects through must come to an end while the residents are being ignored here. If we're going to make any change here in this ward and in this city, this kind of politics must end. I do thank all of you for being here tonight, whatever side you favor. I think this discussion was healthy, it was informative, because when I started my campaign, I wanted to inform the people and engage the people and help to educate everyone on the issues. And this forum has helped to do that tonight. Thank you.